Hello everyone, welcome to part 17 of Laravel 8 API tutorial, and in this video we are going to work on Laravel API authentication with Passport. Okay, so in previous videos we have worked on Laravel API authentication but without Passport, but in this video we are going to use the Passport for the first time. Okay, so we are going to install Passport in this video and we'll work on the register API. So why we want to use Passport? So Passport basically required to generate the authorization token in a secure way. Okay, see, the APIs do not use sessions, so we require tokens, and the Passport is the standard that help us to create those authorization token in the secured way, in more we can say in a standard way, in which we can use the authorization token and authenticate the user. Okay, so we are going to do this for our register API that we have done earlier as well. In earlier we have done the register API without using the Passport. You can see here this register API we have done without the use of the Passport. Here we have made API controller in which we have added the user register function. You can check register user, and in here we have generated the API token just without Passport, just standard like str random we have used for generating this token. So first step is to run the command composer require Laravel Passport. So this command we are going to run, we need to run our project. This is our Laravel API project, services, new terminal, add folder. You know, if you are in Windows, that how to run your project. Okay, so here I am going to paste this command composer require Laravel Passport. Okay, so sometime it generates the timeout error. If in case it generates the timeout error, then you need to give one command here. Just you need to give this command composer memory limit equal to -1. Okay, yeah, we will give this command in front of this command composer require Laravel Passport. So we need to give this command in case the timeout error comes, because some of the time this error comes, and if the timeout error does not come, then it's fine. Okay, so next step is run migration command to generate the Passport tables. There are some of the tables, Passport tables, that we are going to generate. So step by step we are going to run all the steps, okay, to have the Passport. Okay, so I also want to show the earlier user register API. This is our earlier register user API in which we are not using the Passport. We are simply registering the user. You can see we can give here any ID and we'll click on send, and the user will get registered, user registered successfully. And this is the token that we have generated with simple random function of PHP. We have not used any kind of Passport here. So without Passport also we have done it, but now it's more secure way, it's a better way. Okay, so you must be aware of this thing, and you must use the Passport in your APIs to make it more secure. So here also you can see that this user has been registered to the table. You can see here this new user has come up with his password and this API token. Okay, and one more thing, I am going to change the API token to access token. See, access token is more meaningful and more used. Okay, so access token looks better, so we are going to use the access token, access underscore token. Okay, so with this change I am also going to change my register user API. This is the earlier function we have used, so here also we are going to make it access token. Okay, so fine. So this is the earlier one. We are just making the change inside this one, and see, now it is fine. Okay, so we are going to create the new API for Passport for registering user with Passport. Okay, first of all we are going to install the Passport and see you can see this error has come. Like I have told you, allowed memory size error sometimes come. So if it comes to you, then we need to run the command, this command, okay, for installing the Passport. It means that it can run the composer command. It is not having any time limit for running the composer command. So we are going to run this command now. Wait for a few seconds. I am going to check where it is. Now I am going to run this command, paste. So it will take few minutes. So in the meantime, we can do one thing. I am going to create its route, register user route. I am going to create one more route same like this one. So this time we are going to register user with Passport. Okay, generator with Passport. Okay, here I can give it access token, that is more meaningful, and here I'm going to make a register user with Passport, register user with Passport. So we are going to create this. Okay, I'm going to copy this function and will paste it here, and I'm going to make it register user with Passport here. Okay, so this will remain the same, but I'm going to make the changes here. I'm not going to use this access token. I am going to create my own access token, and I'm going to use the auth now with Passport. Okay, so first of all, make sure that so it has been installed. You can see the Passport package has been installed. So now we are going to run the migration command, php artisan migrate, to have the required tables. Okay, you can see all these access tokens table has been created. You can see here, and we can check here as well. In Laravel API, you can see that all the required columns have been generated. Okay, so entries will come inside this table whenever we will register new users in our app. Okay, to maintain the authorization token. So now we will take the another step. See, this one done, these two steps done. Now we are going to generate the keys. So for that we are going to run this php artisan passport install command to generate the encryption keys. Okay, so we are going to run this command now, php artisan passport install. So the keys has been generated now. Okay, so now we can take the another step. We will open the user model, user.php, and here we are going to add this class as API tokens class. Okay, so this class we are going to use, and we are going to add this after this one we are going to use this as API tokens. Okay, so rest everything will remain the same. Now we are going to take another step. We are going to update all service provider, okay, located at app providers. So here we are going to add the passport class once again. We are going to add the class here. Okay, we are going to use like this. Okay, so and in boot also we are going to call this class. Here we are going to call like this, passport routes. And final step we are going to take in auth.php. We are going to use passport instead of token. You can see we are going to use the driver as passport instead of token. Okay, so these are the steps we have taken for passport. Now we can create the route we have already created. You have seen register user with postman, register user with postman. This route we have already created. Okay, register user with passport, register user with passport. We are going to make register user with passport, register user with passport. Okay, so this function we are having now, register user with passport. Okay, so we are going to generate the access token with passport now, as we have installed the passport. But before that, we are going to use the auth attempt also, because now we want to use the auth as well. So here we will use auth, we will add use auth. And here after see where it is. Okay, so here first of all, after the validations are fine, then we are going to use. Okay, so we can do one thing. This one I am going to comment this one first of all. This access token we are not going to use, and here also I'm going to comment this one access token. Okay, so because we want to generate our own access token. And see, after saving the user, like user is coming from the postman, and after saving the user, after validate the user, first of all we are going to put all the validation. If the validations are correct, user is validated. Okay, after that we are going to save the user in our table. And after saving the user, now we are going to authenticate the user. Okay, so for authenticate the user, we know that how we used to do it in our Laravel website. We will use auth attempt, okay, to authenticate the user with username and password. So we are going to use here email first of all, because email acts as the username for us. So we are going to use the here user data we are having. We are going to use the email. Okay, so after that passport, I'm going to use the passport, password, yeah. Then password, now we are having $user. Okay, so we can use that password here itself. Okay, so if both are fine, and then we are going to go inside of this one. And here we are going to check the user $user. We are going to have the user, the current user that we have just registered with email. Okay, so we are going to use the first here to have the user details. And now we are going to generate the authorization token. Okay, so but first of all we are going to check that whether our auth is working fine. Okay, so for that we are going to check it like this. Here I'm going to check the auth user, so that user details will come up here. Okay, to check whether the user is working fine or not. So I'm going to change okay, so I will use the new postman here. Okay, so that post here, register user with passport. And here body, in body we are going to send the form data, name, email and password. So name is like Amit, so email is anything, we can use the York mail, and password is 123456. Okay, so I'm going to click on send. And here some issue is coming on line 179. There is some syntax error. We are going to check where is the syntax error. Okay, so here it is. Now it's fine. And now we are going to click on send once again, and here you can see the details are coming. It able to fetch all the data with auth. Okay, so auth is working fine. Okay, so now we can comment this one, and now we can generate the access token with passport. Generate access token with passport, that is more secure. No one can able to hack it. Okay, so that's why we use passport. So we can here again use like access token, and here we will give we are going to call one function of passport, that is the create token function that passport provide. Okay, and here we can send the user data email. Okay, email user email we are going to pass inside a create token, and here we need to write it like access token. Okay, so it will generate secure token. So we can check once if it is generating the secure token. Okay, first of all we are going to debug it, okay, that it is generating or not. So we are going to give the another ID now, this time 3566. Now I'm going to click on send, and you can see it is generating the authorization token, the secure authorization token with the help of passport. Okay, so this is the way passport generates such kind of authorization token that is more secure. Okay, so see, the token is so big and complex. Okay, so no one can able to hack this or decode this token. Okay, so now we can update our table with this access token. So I'm going to remove this one. So we are going to update access token in users table. So this is the final step that we are taking now. User where email user data email. Okay, so we are going to update access token here with the access token that we have just generated. Fine. So finally this one we can put inside this here inside this one, inside the if condition. Okay, so if in case this does not work, then we can pass the error message like we used to do earlier as well. Okay, so we can copy the error message like anything, we can pass it like this. Okay, so if in case it does not work, okay, so we can pass like we can something went wrong, please try again. Okay, this type of common message, or you can pass your own message as well. Okay, so now we are going to try. So let's see if we able to log in, if we able to register with the secure authorization token. Okay, so now we are, if we will do this one, it will say email already exists in database. So we are going to add some other email like this one. Okay, so now I'm going to click on send, and see, no, one issue has come up, data too long for column access token. Okay, so we need to make the access token column, like we can add the test. Okay, so here we need to change here varchar to test. Okay, because our secure string is big enough, so varchar can't able to save. Okay, so we will make it test for access token. So now we can try again, but this one again it will say the email already exists because it keeps on saving. Okay, so let's do one more time, and now you can see the user registered successfully with this token, this secure token that has been generated with Passport. Okay, so we able to authenticate the user as well. User registered, and user registered with the authentication. Auth works here, and the secured authorization token has also been generated with Passport. Okay, so we can check this token as well. Here in users table you can able to see this big token here. Okay, I'm going to open it, then only you can able to know how big it is. Okay, you can see this is the much secure way to generate the token. This is the big enough and more complex, and as compared to the other token that we used to generate without using the Passport. This is the token that we have used earlier without Passport, and you have seen the token that we have generated with Passport. See the difference between both the tokens that we have generated. Okay, here you can see this is the token generated with Passport, and this is the token generated without Passport. Okay, so you know the difference. So now we able to register okay, using Passport. Now this authorization token can be used for further API calls. User logged in your app. Okay, in your Laravel app and in your Laravel e-commerce app. Okay, so this API token can be used for further API calls. And now in next video we are going to work on user login API, and that also with Passport. Okay, so stay tuned for next video. That's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.